There's a moment in everyone's life that doesn't look important when it happens. No music, no dramatic lighting, no one watching, just a quiet decision. It might be early in the morning when you choose to get up instead of hitting snooze. It might be late at night when you decide to keep going instead of quitting. Or it might be right now, as you listen to this, wondering if any of this effort you're putting into your life will actually matter. Most people think success is built in big, visible moments. But the truth is, it's built in those small, invisible choices, the ones nobody claps for, the ones nobody even notices. And that's exactly why they matter so much. Because when nobody is watching, you are. And who you become is shaped in those quiet moments. Maybe you've felt stuck lately. Maybe you've been trying, but things aren't moving fast enough. You see other people progressing, achieving, posting their wins, and it makes you question yourself. You start asking, am I doing something wrong? Am I just not good enough? But what you don't see is the full story. You don't see the hours of doubt they went through. You don't see the days they felt like giving up. You don't see the discipline it took to keep showing up when motivation disappeared. Because motivation is temporary. It feels powerful, but it doesn't last. Discipline is different. Discipline is quiet. It doesn't always feel good. Sometimes it feels heavy. Sometimes it feels boring. But discipline is what carries you when motivation is gone. Think about this. Every goal you have, whether it's getting better grades, building a skill, improving your life, doesn't come from one big effort. It comes from repetition, from doing the right thing again and again, even when you don't feel like it, and that's where most people stop. Not because they aren't capable, but because they expect it to feel exciting all the time. They expect constant progress. They expect quick results. But growth doesn't work like that. Growth is slow. It's uneven. Some days you feel like you're improving, and other days you feel like you're going backwards. But even on those days, something is happening beneath the surface. You're building resilience. You're building patience. You're building a version of yourself that doesn't quit easily, and that version of you is far more valuable than any quick success. There's a powerful shift that happens when you stop focusing only on results and start focusing on identity. Instead of asking, what do I want to achieve? You start asking, who do I want to become? Because once you become the kind of person who is disciplined, focused, and consistent, the results follow naturally. If you become someone who studies regularly, learning becomes easier. If you become someone who shows up every day, progress becomes inevitable. If you become someone who believes in themselves, opportunities start to feel possible instead of distant. But becoming that person requires something difficult. It requires you to act before you feel ready. It requires you to keep going when there's no guarantee of success. It requires you to trust a process that you cannot fully see yet. And that's uncomfortable. We all want certainty. We want to know that our effort will pay off. We want proof that we're on the right path. But life doesn't give that kind of guarantee. What it gives you instead is a choice. A choice to keep going or to stop. A choice to believe in your potential or to doubt it. A choice to build something meaningful or to settle for something easy. And every day, you make that choice, whether you realize it or not. Sometimes, the hardest part isn't starting. It's continuing. It's showing up on the days when you feel tired, distracted, or discouraged. It's pushing through moments when progress feels invisible. But here's something important to understand. Just because progress is invisible doesn't mean it's not happening. Imagine planting a seed. For days, maybe weeks, nothing appears above the ground. It looks like nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, roots are growing, strength is building, the foundation is being formed. Your efforts work the same way. Every hour you spend learning, every time you push yourself, every moment you choose discipline over comfort, it's all building something, even if you can't see it yet. And one day, it shows. Not suddenly, but steadily. You start to understand things faster. You start to feel more confident. You start to realize that you've become stronger than you used to be. And that's when you see it. All those small, invisible moments added up to something real. But there's another truth you need to hear. You will fail. Not once, not twice, but many times. You will make mistakes. You will have days where you fall behind. You will have moments where you doubt everything you're doing. And that's okay. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. The people who succeed are not the ones who avoid failure. They are the ones who learn from it. They don't see failure as proof that they're not good enough. They see it as feedback. They ask, what can I improve? What can I do differently next time? And then they try again. That's what makes the difference. Not perfection, but persistence. Not talent alone, but effort over time. And most importantly, belief. Because if you don't believe in your ability to grow, you won't give yourself the chance to improve. Belief doesn't mean you think you're perfect. It means you trust that you can get better. It means you're willing to invest in yourself, even when the results are uncertain. It means you refuse to give up on your own potential. And that belief is something you build. It grows every time you keep a promise to yourself. Every time you say you'll do something and you actually do it, you strengthen your confidence. You start to trust yourself more. And that trust becomes powerful. Because once you trust yourself, you stop depending on external validation. You don't need constant approval or recognition. You know what you're capable of, even if nobody else sees it yet. And that's when real growth begins. Because now, you're not just working for results. You're working from a place of purpose. You understand why you're doing what you're doing. You see the bigger picture. And you're willing to stay committed, even when it's hard. So if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling behind, if you're questioning your progress, remember this. You are not defined by where you are right now. You are defined by what you choose to do next. Not your past mistakes, not your current struggles, but your next decision, your next action, your next step forward, because your future is not something that just happens to you. It's something you build, one decision at a time, one habit at a time, one day at a time. And it won't always be easy. There will be days when you don't feel motivated, days when you feel tired, days when you question everything. But those are the days that matter the most, because those are the days where you prove to yourself who you really are. Are you someone who gives up when it gets hard? Or are you someone who keeps going, even when it's uncomfortable? That choice defines your path, not your circumstances, not your background, not your fears, but your actions. So start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can, and then do it again tomorrow. And the next day, and the day after that, keep showing up. Keep learning. Keep growing, even when it feels slow, even when it feels uncertain. Because one day, you'll look back and realize something powerful. You didn't just achieve your goals. You became the kind of person who could, and that is the real victory. That is what makes everything worth it. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel completely ready. Start now. Start imperfectly. Start with whatever you have. Because the most important step is not the biggest one. It's the next one. And right now, that step is yours to take.